back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Sofia, I'm from Italy, and I just came back from my exchange year in New Jersey. And guess who's here?
Guarda che non puoi girare la chiave così, devi tenere schiacciato il freno.
Sì?
Scusami, ti parte la macchina per un incidente.
Ti ho preso una chewing gum.
Perché?
I have here my sister Elisa, who is also an exchange student.
I was an exchange student.
You should introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Elisa, I'm your sister. That's it.
No. So
Well,
you were an exchange student in Oregon.
I was
like
an
that.
exchange student in Oregon like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's a long time ago. And I was the first sister to go there. I was the one to try it first. Then Nicole went, and then you did.
Yep. I wanted to make this video to explain like what it's like being an exchange student. In this case, in the United States. Yeah, I feel like people would be interested to watch this. So keep watching. Yeah, we're gonna answer some questions. But before, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Just watch the video.
No, also subscribe.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
I should have done an iconic entrance.
I did. Because I'm iconic.
So the first question is, did you miss your life in Italy or did you prefer your life in the US? She doesn't even care.
I care. I do care. I'm just like thinking. I did miss my life in Italy, not so much. It's different because it's a different life. I've tried to enjoy my time there because I knew I had only 1 year. So when I came back, I was just focused on memories and I was happy to be in Italy again. It's two different places. You cannot say that's better than the other. They're just different.
That's true, but I definitely prefer my life in the US. Like there, the vibe is just so different. There are way more things to do in the US.
Depends because, for example, I lived in a city in Oregon, but still you needed a car to go everywhere.
Yeah.
And you needed to have friends to take you somewhere. And also here is the same.
But she likes staying in Italy. I personally don't really like living here.
I mean, I like to live here in summer because it feels like
Exactly.
you're on vacation.
Yeah.
If I could like make the perfect world, I would take some parts of the US, some parts of Italy. Living in Italy, it's pretty because you have like really nice locations. In the US, maybe the way you study,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
better.
The school system plays a huge role, like the US
I mean,
school system.
In Italy, you get like deep education, but it's pretty boring compared to the one in the US.
It's really difficult here. In the US, it's like you still study, but everything is
It's
explained in
easier.
a different way, in a way that you understand more and like you have more fun understanding things. So that's what I really liked. And the teachers are really different there than here. The teachers there like understand you more a bit. So that's what I really liked about there.
Yeah, that's true. The teachers are really nice. They don't stress you like in the US. You could go in class. Oh God. C'è un nido d'api enorme.
Sì, lo so, l'ho visto.
The teachers were really nice in the US. If you didn't do your homework and stuff, I mean, it's okay. You could do it in the next day. In Italy, you are more stressed because you go in class and you feel all the time like it's an interrogation because they're really strict with studying and you're always uptight.
Yeah, also in the US you don't have that many homework, like you do, but they also have like honor seminar classes where you can do your homework and we don't
Yeah,
have
it's
them
cool.
here. We have to do everything at home, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it just takes your whole day and you're stressed because you never have
Super
free time.
stressed. Okay, next question. Was it easy making friends?
I think it was different for me because I was with another exchange student at home so I was really good friends with her. I did make friends at school, but it was harder because the concept of friendship, I felt like it was more superficial over there.
Yeah, I feel like it was easy to meet people.
Yeah,
but
because they're
it
more
was-
friendly there. They ask you a lot of questions because they're curious, but that's it.
But it's hard to like know who your real friends are, especially because in my school I was the only exchange student. Like she had some exchange students.
Yeah, we had like 10 exchanges, not 10, but maybe, I don't know, 7. It was a lot.
Yeah, I was the only one, so everyone was excited. Like they would hear my accent and they would ask, "Oh my God, are you the exchange student?" And I was like, "Yeah," and they would be so friendly, like for a couple days, and then they would just stop talking, and I was like, "Oh, I thought we were becoming friends." So that was a struggle, but I got used to it. Like I learned how people like act there.
And for me, it was different because there were so many people. It was like a huge school. So, and there was always exchange students coming in, and there were a lot of people from other countries too that moved in the US, so no one really cared about exchange. I mean, if you said, "Oh yeah, I'm from Italy,"
they're like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, they start asking questions. If you're an exchange student, you should take like sports,
Yeah,
or
you'll definitely make more
some
friends.
classes that are more practical, like PE or ceramics, to make friends.
Okay, what were your favorite moments during your experience?
Well, I think at school, because it was so different, you never get bored. And also, to make friends, there are some teachers that are very open with the communications in class. It's not like in Italy, you have your own desk and you just look at the teacher. There were some teachers that focus on communications, so they would put round tables and trying always to keep the communication going.
My favorite moment, like school in general, was I loved it because it was super different from here, and I enjoyed it way more because it offers way more activities. Like even just the pep rallies. How do you describe the pep rallies?
What are the pep rallies? I don't know.
You didn't
Like
have them?
assemblies?
I don't like before the holidays they would do like
Oh
the whole
yeah,
school would
I
pick
think
games.
it was like assemblies. You had an assembly in the morning, and then you would have like a party in the evening, like
kinda.
like you had the aloha party or
Wait,
the
search of the definition of pep rallies. And I'm sorry if you could hear like this sound.
we live in the nature.
Exactly.
Assembly,
Okay.
a gathering of people to encourage school spirit
Yeah.
and support members of the team.
Yeah. And I also really like football games because I
Oh,
was
those ones were awesome.
yeah, I was a cheerleader, and just like cheering at football games, the whole school cheers with you together.
I was not a cheerleader at school. I was a cheerleader outside of school, but I always liked to go to football games. After a little bit, you started to understand and to know like the dances. So also the crowd would dance, sing to the songs.
So every Friday in my school, like all the cheerleaders would have to wear the cheer uniforms, and just wearing them at school to let the people know that the next morning there was a football game.
Oh, did you have like for me it was like the football game was at Friday, like in Friday at Friday.
Not always. It was most Saturday mornings.
No, I had the football games like Friday evening. Like every time you would have like a different team, but the team was secret. It was like jungle team or dressing in pink. So you would like need to ask people which was the team.
Something that I
Hold
didn't
on.
like about being
Wait a minute.
a cheerleader, like I love being a cheerleader, but I got into the team late and everyone knew the cheers, the dances, and I was like, oh wow, they know so many, I just got here. Like, yeah, some cheerleaders taught me the dances, but mostly I had to like record them and learn the dances at home by myself. So that was the only thing I didn't like, but then I learned everything, and yeah, I had fun cheering. And next question, what did you pack that you definitely didn't need?
Dance clothes, because here in Italy I always used to go. Oh fuck! I always used to go like dancing with friends, and there we only had like school dances. And in the US, everyone is more conservative, so I couldn't wear some type of clothes.
I packed way too many jeans because I only wore like 2 pairs, and packed with me like 5 pairs. And first, I gained a little bit of weight, so they wouldn't fit me that nicely anymore, so I just stopped wearing them. And then I started wearing like sweatpants, like just comfy clothes, so that's why I didn't use them anymore. And I also packed like the Dr. Martens, you know, those boots. I'm gonna put a picture here. Mostly because I didn't want her to use them while I was away, because I only wore them like
I will
twice.
use them now.
You sure about that? I'm gonna hide them. Next question. What class was your favorite?
It was weights class.
Oh yeah, she had that class. I didn't have that.
And it was hard to get in because everyone wanted to be in that class. So what the teacher would do first, the second day, he would make you run until you like drop dead on the floor. So everyone would drop that class. So you just had to like push through. And that was a nice class because you always had your friends group and you always did weights with them.
I liked all of my classes because I really liked all the teachers I had. But like I think my favorite class was ceramics because I never did anything like that, and it was my last period. So after the school day, I was just in ceramics doing my like clay projects, and it was so relaxing. Like at the end of the day, just doing ceramics. For Christmas season, like you don't know what to buy for your friends, so I would just make something with clay for them, and I was like, oh yeah, I got a gift already.
Nice. But for example, I had AP biology, which was really nice because you always did experiments. But then on the second semester, I wanted to be in AP English. It was full of exchange students, and they were like, oh yeah, you should come to this class because we're always eating food. Everyone would bring food from their home country. There was always Starbucks. It was like an opportunity to make friends.
Like for example, I had a teacher that every Tuesday would bring us breakfast.
Yeah, and I had program cat teacher, and he would bring donuts or salsa. He would make his own salsa and buy chips, and he would put like a huge bowl of chips, and you could like just stand up, get a chip, dip it in the salsa, no double dipping.
What was the most common thing people ask you about where you're from? So from Italy.
There were a lot of people telling me, oh yeah, my grandpa is Italian, or
Oh yeah, true, same.
oh yeah, I've been to Italy.
Oh yeah, they would say, oh yeah, I'm from Italy, and then you would ask them, can you speak Italian?
Oh
They were
yeah,
like, no.
But there was a moment where I was like, my Spanish teacher was like, oh, can you say something in Italian? And I just got used to speak English that I couldn't like remember anything in Italian. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Nothing?
I was like, oh shit, I cannot speak Italian anymore. But then people were usually asking me which part of Italy I was from.
Yeah.
And then there was also like weird questions like, do you speak French in Italy? Or do you have doctors in Italy?
Oh yeah, do they
Do you
drive
have
in Italy?
they were like one girl asked me, do you have roads in Italy? Because she's seen a video of Venice. So there are no roads in Venice, just water canals.
Yeah.
And so she was like, is Italy all like that?
Yeah, oh, and they were so shocked that we don't have Chick-fil-A. We were gonna go to Chick-fil-A, and I said, oh, I've never had Chick-fil-A before. And they would be like, you never had Chick-fil-A before? And I was like, nope, we don't have it. Or they would also be so shocked that we have 5 years of high school, they just have 4. And it would be like, oh my god, I could never. Yeah, same. But I gotta do the last year now. But
Gotta do what you gotta do.
exactly. Next question. How did you deal with homesickness?
I was fine. Didn't
Yeah,
have it.
actually, same. I got to the US a week before school started, and it was just me and my host family, and my first host family was just like a lady, so it was just me and her. And I miss like my sisters, like her and my other sister, and my mom and my dad. And this lady put pictures of my family in my room, and every time I would look at them, I started crying because I was like, oh, I'm so alone here. And I didn't know anyone my age yet, so that's what was also why. Then I started school, I started meeting people, and I was fine, and then I never had homesickness after.
Well, I had my Spanish friend with me, so she was like European, Spanish, very similar to Italian, so we were like helping each other a lot.
What is the number one thing you're excited to do now that you're back? You gotta think about 5 years ago.
I was excited to go party actually. partying and drinking a bit.
Let's just say that once you come back after 10 months in the US, you're kind of like feel depressed because you miss all your friends. Like everything is so different and you're back to your normal lifestyle after you got used to a new one and you like created your life there. So now I'm kind of like sad and everything, but eventually I'll get through this.
Yeah, because I remember when I got back, it was a bit of a shock because I had to study a lot to go back to the Italian school, but also I sometimes felt alone because your friends got used to hang out by themselves with other people. You're just trying to keep up and hang out with your friends again. I mean, you have your closest friends, which will always be like by your side, but it was like not a rough month, but I don't know, you had to focus on yourself a bit.
Seeing your old friends again, like that helps you a lot. Also because it's nice seeing them after a year. And also when I came back here, like all the family would be in the car, I would always wear sunglasses because some tears would come down. I didn't want people to see.
Really? When?
But when we went to the hospital.
Oh yeah, but sad why?
Because I missed everything.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What, you missed things in Italy?
Yeah, and people I met there. Like my friends there.
Oh, you missed America?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I thought you missed us.
How would you describe your experience in 5 words?
What?
I got it.
Well,
Best experience of my life.
let me think. I mean, I don't want to be mean. It was like awesome, and I would do it like again. What the fuck was I thinking? I don't know. I mean, if you think you're 17 years old, you just decide to go to a stranger's home and live by yourself for a year. But I mean, it was worth it.
No, I was more like, what are these people thinking? Because I think like American people, like from us, for example, Italian, like think in a different way. And sometimes you're like we really think in a different way because you grew up in different like countries, different cultures. So sometimes I would like stop and just think about how they think.
I mean, sometimes
whoa.
I was like, why did I end up in this house? Like, these are just random people.
Yeah, and I had to change host family. Yeah, that's a whole other story though.
No, I was fine in my family.
Yeah, I was also doing my second one. I really felt like part of the family.
I mean, it was hard because sometimes you had disagreements because my family had daycare at home, so it was always full of kids. And so their job got mixed with our life, and we weren't supposed to help them, but you know, you just find your trade-off.
Yeah, then what was the worst thing that happened while there?
The worst thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have bad time. It just sometimes there were misunderstandings. For example, you live with these people. They get to know you very deeply, so you care about them. So it's like in your family. You disagree with them, but you still care about them. Mosquitoes. So just small disagreements, but those can happen all the time.
The only thing I feel like it was sometimes you get lonely. But devo pensare come dire la frase. Sometimes like sometimes you could get lonely, but then like just because you have more superficial relationship, and I wasn't like used to that, so it was something new for me. But then I had my friends, like my close friends, so yeah, I didn't feel that lonely. But also something about like my school was really small, and so everyone knew each other from kindergarten or like elementary school. They've known each other like for so long, and you're just like new there. Even if they include you, they would always like talk about their memories, and you're like there, nice, but you don't know what they're talking about. Devo prendere io. Dai, ci sei quasi. Last question. What advice would you give to another exchange student?
Don't be afraid to be an exchange student. Just try to focus on that year because that year will pass pretty fast.
I would say be outgoing and say yes to everything, especially school activities. Like, I missed some of them, and I wish I didn't, just because I was, I guess, lazy to go to some events. And so I feel like you should go to every school event, because they're actually super fun.
Yeah, because it's a whole year, so you sometimes get tired. You cannot be 100% for a year long. Try to experience everything that the exchange year offers you.
Those were all the questions.
Because I'm so afraid of the bees right here. It's like a huge hive.
Okay, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Nice.